Picking up a few extra bucks driving rideshare after work, I'd asked my passenger to scan a quick $25 for the fare. She'd transferred $500,000. I was still staring, wide-eyed, at the string of zeros on my banking app when she pulled the door open. Her voice was flat, detached, as she spoke the words that would change everything. Thank you for the ride, driver. Consider that a thank you gift. Don't be a stranger. The memo on the transfer even read, voluntary gift. I pinched my thigh, the sudden jolt of pain confirming this was not a dream, and scrambled to catch up to her. That's when I saw it. She was already past the safety barrier of the massive suspension bridge spanning the river, her slight frame swaying precariously in the evening wind. I pleaded, using every calming technique I knew, but she was already miles away. I left school to be with him when I was 18, she said, her voice barely audible over the rush of traffic. He wouldn't let me finish my degree. He wouldn't let me work. He kept me like some fragile bird in a golden cage. A tear tracked a path through the dust on her cheek. Every time I mentioned leaving, he'd hit me. He said he loved me too much, and I believed him. But today, I watched him walk into the Riverwalk Hotel with another woman. Tell me, driver, where did I fall short? I fell silent for a moment, then reached into my glove box. I pulled out my professional license and a framed gold medal from the national debate finals, placing them on the railing in front of her. Forget love. Forget self-reflection, I instructed. Blame the bastard. That's always the better move. I met her eyes. I know a guy who does curse out your ex-campaign. Guaranteed public humiliation, or your money back. What do you say? When we pulled up to the Riverwalk Hotel, Grace Carver suddenly got cold feet. Maybe we should just forget it, she mumbled, pulling her hand away. Grayson Blackwood isn't someone we can afford to cross. I gave Grace a cool look. Floor number? I needed to see what kind of man not only cheated and lied but was also a physical abuser. She hesitated, then provided the details. The top floor, 2501. It's his exclusive penthouse suite here, but you need a key card for the elevator. We won't be able to get up. As if on cue, I pulled a sleek, unbranded master access card from my wallet and punched the button for the 25th floor. When Grace looked at me, her eyes wide with confusion, I simply offered an easy explanation. I have a lot of side gig. Used to work contract security for this hotel. At the suite door, I didn't hesitate. I knocked 3 times, sharp and firm. Who is it? I told you. No interruptions. A deep, distinctly annoyed male voice, already laced with fury, boomed through the solid wood. Grace flinched, instinctively retreating to the far wall. I pressed my mouth close to the peephole. Open up, I said, my voice calm and official. We're sweeping for illegal activities. There was a beat of absolute silence inside, the sound of a man freezing in surprise. Then, the deadbolt clicked. Grayson Blackwood stood in the doorway, draped loosely in a silk robe, his chest sporting a faint, unwiped smudge of red lipstick. His hair was still damp from a shower. His gaze raked over me, and the corner of his mouth curled into an unmistakable sneer of derision. Illegal activities, huh? You're an interesting one. Why don't you come on in and join the party? He clearly thought I was some ambitious, opportunistic woman trying to climb her way into his bed. Given his immediate, dismissive invitation, this couldn't have been his first time. I shoved his hand away as he reached out to hook my arm. You've got a healthy appetite, Mr. Blackwood. A woman emerged from the suite's interior. She was wrapped in an even skimpier robe, her figure lithe and practiced. She assessed me with a glance, the kind of look a wealthy person gives to a cheap piece of furniture. Grayson, who are you talking to? Grayson's eyes were flat, his laugh humorless. Just some pretentious little tease, trying a bit of reverse psychology. I didn't let him finish. I pushed past him and stepped directly into the penthouse suite. I let my eyes linger on the restraint cuffs and the soft leather whip scattered near the couch. I raised an eyebrow in a perfect arc. Surface level gentleman, utter garbage underneath. Good to know. Grayson followed me in, crossing his arms over his chest, looking entirely at ease. What? You knocked on my door. Isn't this what you were after? He fixed a greasy look on me. I see your type all the time. No standards, no bottom line, all for the right price. What do you think you're worth? His gaze slid over my body. He reached out to snatch the whip from the coffee table, clearly seeing me as a new, disposable toy. The second his fingers were inches from the whip's handle, I moved. Before he could process the shift, I had efficiently twisted his arm behind his back and used one of the leather restraints to secure his wrist to his own back. Grayson's initial shock quickly morphed into a look of intrigued